Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to ENA Dream BBQ once again. So, I know, again, there's no chapter 2 still. I want the next one to come out, but it's not coming out. There's 14 achievements here, as you can see, 28%. Pretty good. We basically just have the very, starter stuff. We got, finishing first chapter, but alright, man, I'm good. We have the end of chapter 1, the one where you knock on the door and stuff. I think multiple times, yeah. And this was the shop in the taxi. Or well, not in the taxi, but you had to find the entrance through the taxi, which you know how that went. And then this one I kind of just I don't know, I kind of just got it by doing the little crane mini game super fast. But yeah, other than that, we still have 10 hidden achievements, and I so happen to do the liberty of looking at each and every one of them, and they're all still a little vague. Can't really tell what it is, so I still want to do it legit. I don't want to search these up. So we have, on a night like this, find peace on the coast. What could these mean? Felt too human, blink and you'll miss it. Watch an ecosystem in motion, just don't tap the glass. What? Across the bathroom with nobody. If I was, alright. That's the theme of the video. Freaking hard, yeah. Who is that, dude? I'll come back. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's the rope. I already talked to her. So there's more people in here? Okay, he's a new person right now. Who is this? Green Ranger. What?
How can I leave this stupid event? My lame, scheduleless role. Can't afford another minute of joy.
I got other things to do, getting ready to be. I mean, are you really going to miss your one chance to visit the bathroom? Jeez. Follow the whistle and let yourself go. Go beyond. Plus ultra. God. Bear with me because I haven't practiced this in 3 days. So I'm gonna just go for it, like how I normally would do parkour. Boom. Boom. Okay, wait. Lag, okay. There's no way. I see it. I don't see it. I'm tripping out. Okay. There's no way. I did it. Yes! Okay. Alright. So, there's... Damn! There is one thing I never did. And that was listen to all the dialogue. So we have blissful life, aspire for eternal happiness, punishment of the moon, and Frank's forgiveness. I'm very interested about this one. So, no punishment, just like how nobody needs to be punished for being born. Alright, thanks. Frank's forgiveness? Who's Frank? No, okay. Really? No. Who's Frank? Is that someone? Okay, Smoke is the one that. Yeah, we know about that already. Can't change the natural order of things. Valid? Valid. Can't aspire for more than what you're capable of. Alright. Oh. Man.
Dear Genie.
Dear Genie. What if I don't go? What if I run away from my problems? No. No, I give up. I give up. What? No. What? What does this mean, dude? Bro, I'm so confused. Okay. Alright guys, so that was ENA Dream BBQ. I'm so glad you enjoyed watching my playthrough so far. And yeah. Take care. I did it. I beat the hardest thing that I thought I couldn't beat. So I burped. Excuse me. Sorry. Peace out. Tell me, did you really think it was gonna be over? You checked that timeline, you thought this video was over. Nah, it's not over. So, starting off, I just want to say, we still have, oops, that's OBS. Yeah, we still have a couple more achievements to go. So, like, you know, we're in here, so I'm thinking this one, Salesman's Delight, dreaming under the red sky at night. What that means, I don't know. No. It's this again. What does that mean? Put it down in the comments, dude. I don't know what that means. It's just a little hours wise. Alright, I know I said I wouldn't search it up, but I've been running here for like 20 minutes. It's just been the same thing over and over again. I think I gotta look up the tutorial, guys. Alright, so shout out to the gamer, I don't know. Most unsettling bad endings? You know, let me read this real quick. Let me rate this. Oddworld. I wish I played it. Revelations 2. Valid. Also valid. Also valid. Okay, that's all you need to say. Yep. Damn. Alright, shout out to Fox Play. I'm using their gameplay for this. So they That's really all I had to do.
Oi.
Hey. Alright. And then forward. And then left. And then that's so crazy. A mysterious productivity ritual known as the nap. Okay. That's achievement 1, I guess. That's so funny though. Like, it's so obscure, like I said, dude. how do you find this on your own? This is really how you get the achievement? I mean, hey, wow, okay. These notes have the glass. You really just watch the freaking legs? Okay. So, I think this is the weird dog. You gotta go up here. I like what I did before. But then, there's a pile of bones here that I can't seem to get to because I have terrible parkour skills. Here's how you get to it without messing up like I did. Boom. And for some reason, that counts because there's bones. And this guy that's stuck. Oh, what the? Oh, okay. He loves his toy. What? Okay. Oh! You know, I was wondering why this was here. So weird. Alright, so for this next one, you gotta talk to my best friend.
May I offer you a divestment opportunity?
Divestment? Are you... I should send my worky resume to the boss now. I'm super good with organizing bosses.
Yeah, so as soon as she says that, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's cool and all. And then you're gonna walk away. You're gonna walk so far that you go into a new loading zone. That's how far they want you to walk away. Alright, so once you get into a new area, ooh, not that. You are going to go on your keys, your numbered keys, and you are going to play you are going to press 7. Hold on. Why aren't my keys working? 7 7 4 6 8 3 7. 8 3 7. There you go.
조금 전에 아주 시끄러운 사람이 자신의 이력서를 보냈습니다. 하지만 제가 볼 수 있는 것은 그녀의 정신과사로부터 쓰여진
All I see
노트밖에
here are medical
없었습니다.
notes from her psychiatrist.
또 정말
I'm highly
걱정되는
concerned and
동시에
astonished at the same time.
또 정말 흥미롭습니다.
Alright. I like how you could hear her in the back too. Okay, you know what? Yeah, that's another achievement down. I still don't know what this room is, dude. Like, it's so weird. Alright, so next up. 360. Oh. So we're gonna go to the taxi. And we're going to talk to the dude. Okay, maybe only go to the taxi once you don't have this. Because when you have this, it ruins the whole run. Alright, so first thing we want to do is walk up to my boy. Talk to him for a few seconds. We need him dead. Now, if you know what happens in Fortnite, when you don't revive your friend, it's bound to happen. Oh shoot. Okay. Yo. Oh my god. Wait. Bruh. He's in an uninterruptible sleep. Don't bother. Can I not say that word? Uninterruptible? Dude. He's freaking dead. Okay. Well, there you have it. That's how you get that achievement. I didn't even see what it was called. Alright, so for this achievement, you remember my boy over here? So what we're gonna do is simple. You're gonna watch this amazing cutscene. That was so good. And then we're gonna leave. Just like that. Absolutely amazing, bro. Alright. So, once we get here again, instead of doing epic parkour, like one would normally do, you know? You're gonna, that hurt. But you're going to fall. And once you fall, here is the next achievement. What the? Who is this?
Hast thou seen that?
Seen what? What have I seen?
Entities fighting each other for thy attention, creating a path to the correct hut for the sinful souls whom arrive to this unfortunate place.
I get what he said.
I know not which one to trust, which tells the truth. So tired I am of lies.
Yeah, he's talking about these little dudes. Because I don't know. Yeah, I didn't put it, but I was probably running around here throughout the first episode. And there's also another thing here. I just don't know where it is. Yeah, remember how I was saying Cerulean Gorilla? Yeah, he's over here somewhere. Right here. Oh. Yeah, we'll get back to that, but literally, I think it's called Raise the Roof, but you literally raise every roof but that one. But anyways, let's check this out. Wow. Where's that? Hold on, what's this? Oh my god, what is that? What is that? We'll never know. Can I use him? Can I jump on your back, bro? Okay, never mind. So this one, you have to listen to all his dialogue. How much dialogue there is? I don't know. Let's find out. Donkey Jong heard there was a secret here, but Donkey Jong can't find. Hey, here's a hint. People sometimes leave flowers on grave. Donkey Jong is very hungry. Donkey Jong can't be for any color, even well, that was probably the longest waste of time ever. That was like an hour. But I saw this. Body could fit in here. You know what that means, right? That means if I had the head on me. If I had the head on me, then you know, we wouldn't be here right now. Secrets do do lie in the walls. Or glare on my camera? Man, how long has that been there? Has that been there the whole time? Hold on. That probably didn't help, did it? Hell no. How long? That's kind of annoying, isn't it? Like, if there was a shadow just like right here. Does that work? Is there glare anymore? I don't think so. I hate when my hair does this, bro. Like, I got a, what's it called? A Yuuzhan Empire replica military grade windshield wiper. Alright, and then once you go through all of them, you get that raising the roofs using consciousness or malice. Oh. It wasn't either. But I'm gonna be honest, it is pretty late for me right now. I should probably like head to bed. Alright guys, but I hate to call it here, but for me, there's probably going to be more to this video, but for me, I'm calling here and I'm going to bed. Like I'm going to bed. It is the next day, something crazy just happened right now. I'm literally just trying to get back to where I was yesterday. Well, a couple minutes ago for you. Maybe even a couple seconds ago, but look at that. I blinked. It happened. You know, while I'm doing this, I do want to mention, though, that, you know, the cerulean primate, or what was his name? Nonky Jong? Yeah, he said he wanted 10 chocolates, which I can easily get by doing this. My little base idea is I can definitely get the human board without spending a single chocolate. Oh yeah. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is wait for this guy to die, so
5 minutes later.
oh shoot. Alright. I can close this. Alright, I only had that there because I played monochrome before that. Okay, so he's dead. Thank the freaking Lord. Now we can get on to the rest of this. And you know what that means.
Oh, you aren't.
Alright, before I use the motherboard though, I want to go in the taxi. Because, we already know what happens when you use the motherboard and turn into a human board. The taxi dies. So, alright, but there were a couple things I wanted to check out here, like, oh shoot. Now look, I could just speedrun, dude. There's also a way up there. I mean, that's clearly like a path you can take. I'm pretty sure. Oh, if you have freaking sick epic skills like I do. Yep, nope, I don't have epic skills. I lied. Alright. No, I'm never gonna get that again. That was... Dude, these jump mechanics. Look at this, bruh. Crouch jumping doesn't do anything. It doesn't help. Oh, how did I even make that, dude? Like, look, bro. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. You cannot. You have to like crouch. You have to jump and crouch at the same time for it to work. Oh, that's so weird. All right, watch this. Okay, I give up. Where does that even lead, anyways? It would go over up there, but I could reach that anyways. Yeah, you can use this to just get up here very easily. Still no reason. Hold on. Just that. Watch this. Oh. Yo. That is the craziest jump ever. Can you even make that? I feel like that's possible. That's definitely possible. I'm gonna try again. Oh my god! I touched it! Bro, I touched it. Holy crap! Alright, that's the new strat right there. The new strat that is a strat. It's not even new. So we're just gonna hook it. Hook! Oh, right in there. Dude, that's cash right there. I could smell it, bro. I could smell the hole. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna run and then crouch once I touch the wall. Crouch! Oh! It's too much hook that time. I see it though. I see. Oh my god, these jump mechanics, bro. Please update the jump mechanics in the next chapter. This jump is so weird. I'd appreciate it if it had a little bit more oomph in the jump. Have you ever jumped in real life? Ah! Either that or ENA just is not an athlete, bro. I'm not even an athlete. I could jump pretty good. I feel like I could definitely make that. Excuse me, by the way. Press the number 7. Ah! Bro, that's in, bro. Come on, man. Oh, bro. Okay, I feel like it's because I'm like... I feel like if I'm looking at it, I could definitely make it in. Because again, with the directional... Like, how come ENA can, and I quote... Yeah, this whole section right here proves that the jumps really suck in this game. It's very, very sad, honestly. Take number 2, hit! Oh my god, bro. I should just give up at this point. Either that or I should activate the... Oh, you know, the thing that falls down. The house. Oh, but if I do that, then I can't go back. Yeah, we don't want the house to show up. Yeah. We really don't want it to show up. You know what? This place is cool and all, but I have bigger fish to fry. Not after I try this jump one more time. Oh my god! No, I gotta do it again. I gotta do it again, bro. Dude, I touched the wall. I touched the hole that time, bro. I touched the hole. Running start. Scoot it! I'm losing motivation. Oh my god. Can I even get in it, like, standing up? I'm pretty sure I can. I'll just, oh my god. This needs to stop, bro. The sprint jump is worse than just the base jump. Which is really weird. Alright, standing. Oh, I freaking, my toe, like, hit it and I just didn't go in. Alright, try again. What the hell? Like, start crouch jump. Go in. Oh my god, I did it. Ho ho ho. Alright, what's in here? Please. Please. What is in here? What the heck? Hey kid, I see. Oh, that's just another way in. Can I use your head, please? Can I please use your head? Okay, no. What's over here? Oh, it's just. I did all that for this. I mean, cool, but really weird. Alright, welcome back to reality. Back to the cool place. Yeah. You know, I've noticed you can see this area when we're over there, but you can't see over there when we're over here. If that makes sense. Check this out. I didn't spend a single chocolate, and plus we got the motherboard. No, before we go up there though, I've always wondered, what does this, like, seems like a piece of coral from out of this world. Like, there's got to be a way to destroy this in this chapter or next chapter. I hope if there's like a new game plus type deal, or I don't know, where does this go? This is really slow. Oh, this ain't right. Sorry, bro. What's up here? What is that? What? Yeah, I don't know. I noticed I never went over there. Like, I never used that whole. Awesome.
I'm the buzz!
Oh, so it's like I'm the boss, but the what?
I'm the buzz!
Is that Sir Pello? Is that Sir Pello?
I'm the buzz!
That's definitely Sir Pello, dude. What the heck? That is the least expected collab I have ever thought about. Alright. Forgot which direction it was. You know, like to find the dude. What? You could swap with the mouse wheel? That's so good. Oh, there's a hole. What the heck? Hold on, I'll go over there in a second. What the heck? This again, bro. What does this mean? Oh, is that a door? Hold on. Move your butt. Dude, that's a freaking door. Well, figuratively a door, because you know the doors are usually like a solid blue. It's weird. Any significance there? I don't know. Oh, I found it. Oh, so that's how I would have found it. You just click on the thing. Do I have to talk to him to... Okay, but I'm not here for that. I'm here for this. Because look at this. Fertile soil. You know what that means. What? Oh, it's the coral. Huh. Okay, so it seems to just stop right there. And then... Uh-huh. I low-key want to try this. Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Didn't work. He said Alt F4, so... Yeah, that would... For me, I would have to press Control, Alt, F4. There we go. Ken, Nonky, John, borrow 10 chocolates. Get back soon. Fine. Oh, so it doesn't matter. Because I got the 10 chocolates, my man. What? Yo, no, that's kind of scary. What the heck? Oh, whose door? That almost looks like a face, bro. What is this? Okay, yeah. I know I said I wanted to check the doors, but this is stupid. What am I doing, bro? I just wanted to do a little experiment, see what that was back there, and it led to this. Like, what? It's a bit. Oh my god, the hourglass again. What in God's name is this? It's like a... Oh, what's that? I'll get to that. What the... It's the kingdom. Got like a ballista thing. Oh, it's a catapult, never mind. What the heck? I don't know how I stumble upon these things. Look, oh, this is Frank. Lord Frank? What'd I say? Oh, I missed that. Wait, hold on. Is this Frank?
Hast thou seen that?
I mean, he got the same haircut. Except he has a crown on. And he's got, you know... Yeah. Aha. Yeah, there were two things I wanted to check out. There's this. Ooh. Oh, yo, I did it! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I did it. Yo, what's back here? Holy crap. Holy crap, what's back here? Oh, what is that? That's like the inside of the walls back there. I did. Can we just take a moment to just relax? Like, how you doing? How far are we into the video? Like, I'm gonna guess like 30 minutes into the video. Maybe like a good 38 or something. But whoo-hoo. Door. It's looking very industrial. It's rock. What? Snakes and hippos. And a green sunhead dude. Whoa, what the hell? What's this? Is this something? This cannot be opened now. That's awfully cryptic. Okay, well that's cool. That's really cool. I was starting to lose hope like halfway through. That's crazy. So here's the freaking plan, man. You know that other path that I was doing, the oh, how do I explain it? These jumps right here. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, see, like, oh, we're gonna be here for a while. Because as you can see from before, crouch jumping is not that great. That is not the trick. Ooh, okay. Oh my god. Man. Okay. Ah! Damn it. Okay. I knew it. I knew it. I knew we were gonna have this problem. Freaking storage. My storage just ran out. That's crazy. I barely have that happen. Okay. Taking that like a boss. Hold on. Oh, dude. Make it. Bro. Make it. Oh, bro. I'm gonna rage. Y'all don't want to see me rage. So God. Bro. This is so bad. This is so bad. Fix the jump. Please. Please, Mr. Joel G. Please fix the jump. Either that or I just suck. But please, fix the jump, man. This jump is not cash money. He'll never watch this video, I'm gonna just say that. He's never gonna watch this stuff. He's literally, quite possibly, the most artistic person I've ever met. Met? I've never met this dude. Seen. Bro's got just the world building to the max, bro. And there's barely any lore here. It's all just philosophical and literal bullcrap smashed together into this. And not even just this, but the series itself on youtube.com/JoelG. Link in description, I guess. I don't know. I better make this jump. If I don't make this next jump, then I am gay as heck, and I love looking at buff men fight. And if I actually fail this, then we're gonna watch like 2 minutes of that. Alright, ready to look at... Yeah, I didn't have to specify, you know, what type of men. Hey, is it gay to like Dragon Ball? Don't answer that question, please. If I don't make this jump, then I don't know, I just suck. Yep. If I do not make this jump right here, then I have type 3 anima. What? If I don't make this jump, I'm playing Minecraft in 40 minutes. If I don't make this jump, then I'm deleting my whole channel. Alright, goodbye. But if I don't make this jump, I'm restoring my channel and you'll never even know it disappeared. There you go. See, you guys were fine. It never left in the first place. You're tripping. Oh, man. Dude, I'm like slowly losing my mind. I can't make the first jump, and the second jump is like 10 times harder. I remember this is reminding me of like a really obscure mobile game I used to play. It was like a... Oh, dude, I don't know if I'll be able to even find a picture of it. It was so obscure. It was like a free Minecraft builder tutorial, but it had a built-in parkour simulator, and I used to rage at that, dude. It was so hard for no reason, and this is really reminding me of that because my jumps are really short. Like, I have to be precise with it just to make the first jump, and I can never beat it. It was like a story thing too, because like the more you went, the more you saw like interesting stuff. Like you'd see the biome start changing from like grass blocks to like stone blocks, and then it was like bedrock, and then Herobrine would be hidden in like the background. Yeah, it's super obscure game, but it had really cool builds, like, and all like old Minecraft builds too. Like an older version of Minecraft, maybe like, I'll say like 1 point, somewhere in the 1.10s maybe, because it was only using old blocks. There was none of this like future stuff that you guys get nowadays. You guys, I say that like I'm a freaking old man. I mean, I have walked this earth for like 18 years. Oh my god, I did it! Yes, I did it! Alright, what's the importance of this now? Okay, so now I'm just up here. There's tons of holes I can go into. Pause. Okay, there's that again. I don't want to go over there. Oh, this is so risky. Every time I jump a gap, my TMI, but my balls literally sink back into my stomach because I have a fear of trying to do all that parkour again. The purge event though. What the heck is that? Hold on, bro. I hate how there's like no music back here. What? What? Okay, that's just a drop. I don't trust that at all. What? There's an hourglass. Ooh. This is probably the most risky jump ever. Oh! I will do it from a lower shot this time. Oh my god. As soon as I got to the first platform, it was way easier from there. So I guess I gotta talk about something, because talking about something really helps. It helps my mind focus on not raging, and instead, I'm focusing on the topic. So, topic number 2. So there was this game I downloaded one day. Again with the games, I'm a gamer, dude. What can I say? But I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It was what was it? It was some, I don't know what name it goes by now, but it's probably gonna make me look like a weirdo. But it was called Z Girls 3. Yes. You guys have probably heard of it. It's probably like, I remember last time I saw it, it's not even like on the App Store anymore. And it was called like Battle X3 or something. And then they changed the icon to like one of the, I think it was like a 5-star trooper just on the, and the 5-star trooper isn't a trooper at all. With a name like Z Girls 3, you would, what do you think it is? I'll give you a solid minute to guess. Alright, did you get a good guess in? So, I don't know what you said, but was it on the lines of a anime-styled bunny girl with a giant radar as a laser gun? I bet you didn't think about that. She had like a radar dish as a laser gun. And she was like a 5-star unit, which was not really good, but it was still on the, you know, better side. But now about the story itself, it starts off in like a relatively weird setting. It's like, oh, end of the world, and then your 3 friends in front of you are like, they're gonna sacrifice themselves and launch an, or not even launch a nuke, but they're gonna activate a nuke on top of them, and they're like, hey man, you have what it takes to go back in time and fix all of this from happening in the first place. And he's like, what? Like, he as in the main character, he's like, what do you mean? I don't even know what you're talking about. Back to the past? Why would I do that? And then they say some like philosophical stuff like, aren't there things you would want to do that you want to change, or some weird crap like that. And then like the explosion goes off, magically he goes back in time, and then it pops off the same as he remembered. There's like the pink-haired girl, I think her name was like Saki or something, which yeah, the game doesn't follow what happened in the past like 3 games they had. And like a game named Z Girls 3, you would think it would only have 2 other games. Well, they actually had 3 other games. There was Z Girls 1, Z Girls 2, and then there was a spin-off named Fury's Last Escape. And the original 2 were all like zombie themed games. It started off like, it was kind of like High School of the Dead a little bit. Just very, you know, over the top. You know, if you know, you know. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But the designs are very eye candy. I'll say that. The designs are very eye candy inducing, and they definitely did have a lot of like charm to it, honestly, back then, because each character had their own like in-depth story, how they were related to the whole zombie apocalypse. Now, enough about the first Z Girls games, because we're talking about Z Girls 3. Now, Z Girls 3 I did play the most because it wasn't dead, because the other 3 games are super dead, like no one plays them. And shoot. So Z Girls 3, it was still alive for a while, but there were people that definitely have not stopped playing the game ever since it launched, which was maybe back in like 2017, I'll say. Like around that time, maybe not 2017, that's more of an exaggeration. I'll say like 2019 is when it really popped off, to me at least. Because that's when I started seeing it on the App Store, like 2019. I don't know when all the original people found it, because it's originally a Japanese game. So, or at least I think it's originally a Japanese game. Almost all the things in it are like Japanese. That's crazy. Like the main thing is called the main base is called a Gekuen, which after I did some research back then, a Gekuen is basically like a American language teaching school or something. Oh man, it's like that, or maybe something foreign related is what it was. But please tell me if that's right. That's probably not right. But yeah, I did play the game for a while. I got pretty far into the game, and then I kind of stopped because, like, you know, I was only like, I think I was in freshman year when I really started playing the game. And you know, if you in high school, people like look at you when you see that type, when you do that type of stuff or play those type of games. Do that type of stuff? What am I talking about? But when you play those types of games, people always give you like weird looks. They're like, "Ugh, this guy's like he's a weeb, or he's a pervert or something." But here's the thing, that's the thing with those type of games. Like, I'm not in it for the designs. Like, sure, the designs aren't nice to look at sometimes. Me being a male specimen, I am definitely very eye-caught by the designs, which mostly consisted of female characters in, as I mentioned before, very eye-catching attire. But anyways, yeah, I like those type of games because of what they can do with the story sometimes. Now, Z-Girls 3 didn't have a very in-depth story, because near middle of the game, I'd say the story started to get bland. But they did have an interesting start off. It's like, the world is doomed, so bro goes back in time to fix everything from the start with his prior knowledge, kinda. I say kinda because bro is like stupid male anime protagonist, where he's just like kind of like an isekai protagonist. He's like dumb as hell. I mean, not all of them are dumb, but you know what I mean. He doesn't know his past. He doesn't know a lot of things. He has to be like reminded what stuff are. But yeah, they did have some interesting things, like I'm starting to lose it because it's been a while. But there was like an AI girl. She was like an android, and they found her in a pod on one of the missions where, oh yeah, you know about the robots. I'm going off tangents on tangents right now, but I said things about zombies in the previous games. Yeah, Zero's 3 just takes a big turn and makes us fight corrupted robots, because apparently most of the troops are all android robot girls, if that makes sense. And they're all being controlled by some type of thing. Like, it's not even like a thing, it's more like they're being controlled by a robot mastermind, and he's like corrupting their systems and stuff and turning them against their own. And then they're like, oh yeah, we need to stop him, we need to figure out what's all this. And then the AI girl, I forgot her name, but she actually had some like insider information, but she's like stupid. She was actually really stupid, because she had like the personality of a little kid who was just born yesterday. She didn't know how to speak in the first chapter she was introduced in. She couldn't even say like an actual word except, you know, repeat the main character's name. And then, you know, obviously it's like anime style, so he's like, she said my name! What? But yeah, that's about it. And then also, I'm gonna just, you know, leave Z-Girls 3 because I'm completely brain farted from that. But the previous games, when I went to go back to Z-Girls 1, not only was this game like 10 times faster in production, but holy lord were the designs and story a lot more captivating. Because it's literally just zombie apocalypse, and you know, they're like trying to get in touch with other schools and stuff, which is like the main point of the story. You gotta get in touch with other schools, which are other clans, and by other clans I mean like other players and their own Gakuins. So you're supposed to get in touch with the other schools, and then you're all supposed to like team up together. And then there's also like story stuff where you get more supplies, more all that, just basically surviving. And the only story points that really existed, because it's literally just a mindless zombie apocalypse, the only story things that existed were related to characters. Like their own little drama with other characters, or like, you know, like their own personal problems and all that. Like, it had some charm to it compared to Z-Girls 3, which was just a kind of tossed together, bland story, it felt like at times, where it was nothing but fan service. Yeah, Z-Girls 1 actually had some, like, pretty interesting things going on. What's another game I can think of? Oh yeah, here's a good one. Goddess of Victory Nikkei. I bet a lot of you would know what that is because it's been all over the internet. Goddess of Victory Nikkei has been by far the best mobile game anime style that I have played, dude. Not only is it unique for its like gameplay mechanics, but bro, that story, oh my god, that story is just, dude, it's really good. I'm gonna keep blazing the story. Oh, and I have a little freeze there for a second. And his leg locked up. Leg lock? No, leg lock. I don't know what I said, dude. I apologize. Okay, but anyways, Goddess of Victory Nikkei, by far one of the best games. Third-person, team-based shooter, and by team-based, I mean you are the team. You put characters together in a group, and then you just go ham. And by ham, I mean you go in. Like I'm gonna go in here. No, I'm not. Okay, anyways, more time to talk. Yeah, but the story's really interesting because it takes place, or at least the start of the game takes place, years after a human collapse of the entire Earth happens, where these things called the Raptures, which are big monster robots that just dominated all military. Like, literally, they had anti-everything human related. It's crazy. They were immune to like bullets and stuff. It was wild. And you may be thinking, hey, but don't the characters use bullets? Well, they use something purely amazing. I think it's called Gadesium or Gadesium. I don't know how you say it. But it's like the main material meant for like, you know, Nikkeis. And Nikkeis are actually artificial bodies for human brains, which essentially make them like a super soldier. But of course, since they're androids, typa, or androids, cyborgs, they are robots, but they do have like, you know, human capability. I say human, and that's like, oh, shoot. I say human because, you know, they look very human, but they're not human, in a sense. Their body isn't human. However, the brain is human. But yeah, enough about the Nikkeis, because the story is amazing. You start off as a noob commander who literally gets sent into his first combat zone area. And think of a Helldiver, how their combat lifespan is like 11 minutes or something. Yeah, think about that. That's literally what was about to happen to bro. But because bro had the beautiful teammate Marion, yeah, she's just the GOAT like that. First affection Marion. She straight up goes to town on the Raptors that were about to ambush them and shot their helicopter down. And she just single-handedly takes out everything by herself. And then two bros pop in from a like rogue squad. I guess, well, not really rogue squad. They're kind of just, you know, a double package. I forgot why they were together in the first place. But you have Rappy and Anise, which both, I guess, you know, they're friends, I guess, work together, and they wanted to, I don't know, help out Marion, because literally it's just Marion and the commander trying to survive and, you know, finish the mission, which was to destroy a Tyrant class Raptor, I think. Which Tyrants are like the big boss Raptors, which are usually stronger than all the base ones and stronger than all the medium ones. But yeah, other than the, you know, the obvious points of the game, it's they have some really good story building. Like all the writing is really good, and all the, you know, the world building is really good, because they went in depth with this world building. I hate when ENA does that, where she just stalls on a freaking object. It's like, you know, when you catch your shoe on like the ledge of a stair and you're about to fall, but you don't fall, and you're like stalled in place for like a second. That's literally what ENA's doing. I feel like I'm not getting enough of momentum to jump. Yep. I don't know what's up with the jumping still. Like, I'm slowly starting to get the hang of it, but this jumping is just not it, bro. Okay, there we go. And that's not it. Oh my god. It's like you have to edge it, dude. But like, edge. Edge. Oops, that was not the edge. I don't know, what's another topic? This video is gonna be extended to all hell. You know, I've always wondered, what kind of playthroughs you guys want to see? Just drop it in the comments, dude. Because I play a lot of games. I don't have money. So I can't really play a lot of games frequently because I'm broke. But I do have a lot of old games I could play. Like, I was thinking, you know how I played Advanced Warfare that one day? Where I made that whole, like, 1 hour long video, I think it was. like an hour-long video of just the whole campaign, but all memes and compilation stuff junk that I did. Because my content is obviously superior when it comes to, you know, just complete autism. But for real though, like, what would you guys want to see? Like, I'm obviously down to do more horror games. I've been looking for some. There's still Fortnite horror games that I used to do, which I was thinking of going back into, but you know, it's not really the most, you know, entertaining thing, because there's not a lot of good scary games on there. There's obviously Roblox horror games, which I know I do Roblox. You guys know I do Roblox. I could play more Roblox games. However, I'm a very variety gameplay YouTuber. Whatever you guys would like to see, just drop it in the comments. I'm open to whatever. As long as it's not repetitive parkour like this. Oh my god, I'm not edging it, dude. You gotta really hit it on the edge. And I'm not just saying that. You really have to hit it on the edge. See, look! Edge. 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 There you go. And just like that, we are back. Alright, now this. I feel like this right here. Yep. Nope. Can I crouch in there? Or maybe don't edge that. Because when you edge, it hits the corner. Or not the corner, but it hits the, you know, the flat area. Oh, dude. Okay, we're gonna be here again for like another hour. Yeah. Just like I said about game recommendations in the comments. I'm down, bro. I'm down. If it costs money, just wait till I get a job and I quit being unemployed and I actually do something with my life. Because I don't know if you guys know, I'm still a lame teenager who's still in school. I'm almost done though, so I won't. Yeah, I gotta find a job. I gotta actually be a citizen of my country. Can I make it from here? Bro, it's obviously possible. There's no way they wouldn't just make a hole there. They really wouldn't just do that. I know for a fact. Because that was possible. The other one that I did was possible. All of these have to be possible jumps. The only ones I can see not being possible would be like from here to here, or like from there to there. Like that's, you don't have the jump height for that, obviously. And you know, there's really no reason to go over there. You know, I've wondered what's in that door. I want to get like a no-clip tool one day and just like explore. I've always liked doing that. Halo 5, dude. I used to do that a bunch in Halo 5. There was a forge tool that someone made with a shade turret back in Halo 5 where you could bypass barriers. And in order to properly bypass a barrier, you needed to well, first you had to, oh shoot, you had to overload the map by placing a bunch of kill balls into like a very tight area. And if it was a big like sandbox map, then you would fill an entire edge of the map with just kill balls. And kill balls, number one, they kill, which means they have a lot of script attached to them, and number two, they have a lot of effects, especially if you're not using the invisible one. The invisible one is obviously like more meant for performance, like if you're just trying to, you know, explore the map, while also, you know, just trying to have some fun, I guess. Oh my god. But for real, doing that with the shade turret was like so much fun. See, nowadays with Halo Infinite, everything's kind of just, I don't know, I haven't explored Halo Infinite Forge a lot. It's a lot more creative based. Like if you've ever used Unreal Engine tools like that before, or just modding tools in general to just like make stuff, that would definitely be some type of deal, because I tried that before and I did not understand a single thing that was going on. Because compared to Halo Infinite, Halo 5's like Forge is very simple, but also a lot more advanced than Halo Reach was, or Halo 4. Because Halo Reach, while being a successor to Halo 3's Forge, obviously had more scripting, which meant people could make like really cool maps. Like those puzzle maps that people have made before, or I don't know, assassination towers that people used to do. And see, with Halo 5, you had more scripting capabilities, which were a lot more complex, which had things like custom doors, like sounds playing when someone would press a button, or there's a mystery box mechanic, which even I used. Like, I've made a couple stuff on Forge, albeit not as popular as everyone else, but yeah. I've done a couple maps and stuff, which are basically just, you know, dumb reskins of previous maps. Like, I did a Out of Bounds Haven thing. It was like a tropical base in the mountains, but it was like a Haven remix. So I made it like UNSC themed by making all the ground like a steel texture with like a bunch more railings and all that crap that you'd normally see on like human structures, compared to like Haven's original Forerunner structures, which were all like metal and like opened and very easy on the eyes. Now this was like industrial. Alright, here we go again. I'm gonna do that. Oh, that didn't work. Here, I'm gonna try something once we get over there, which won't be for another 40 minutes. Okay, but as I was saying, with Halo 5 scripts, I need to drink water. I've been yapping a lot. But yeah, Forge was really cool in Halo 5 because you could actually make custom vehicles without mods, which I really thought was nice, because me being a solely Xbox player originally, I could not mod at all. Like, I used to think like Halo Reach map mods were on file share. Like, that's how desperate I was to get mods. I would search the file share for mods that I would just end up getting like baits. Like, I feel like that was like the best thing about old Halo, because people would do things like, armor mod, GRD helmet real, and then it would just be like a file share for a map, and you would think, oh shoot, wait, no, this is really cool. And it'd have screenshots of people wearing the GRD on like Forge World, and you're like, you know, this is a helmet I always wanted, because when I looked at the screenshots back then, I was like, that's really cool. Like, GRD was the thing back then. It was like a myth. Because not only was GRD part of the Defiant map pack, I think. No, it was the anniversary. It was either the Defiant or the anniversary map pack. One of the two. Like, one of the two map pack DLCs. They were like little GRD helmet dolls that were like hidden around the maps that you could like shoot down and then just like, I don't know, have it. They didn't really do anything, but I did that first try. Wow. I'm gonna try and curve it. Okay, wait, this might be a better strategy. But the GRD map doll, it was kind of just like it was really awkward looking. and especially when you saw the helmet for the first time, it still looks awkward to this day. Like, it's weird, but it's obviously or from what I've heard before, it's obviously like a reference to old Marathon, which I think GRD meant something back then. I never played Marathon, so I wouldn't know, but I did used to watch a lot of lore stuff on it. But GRD had those guys had like monocles, the little monocle that's on the GRD helmet in Halo, which again is a reference to Marathon, which the Halo security helmet also, or at least the Halo 3 version, had the Bungie logo, or not the Bungie logo, the Marathon logo on the helmet. And also, it's a big reference to the security that you play as in Marathon, which was, he was like a pilot looking dude or something. The security helmet just literally looks like a US fighter pilot helmet, just the big old bug eyes looking thing. Halo Infinite, with its helmet designs, not even just helmet designs, but just armor designs in general, I feel like this is the sole reason why Halo's community is just all broken, like we've usually been. Because, like, it's just like a cycle where people will look at the new game and be like, "Ugh, this is gross, this sucks, it's horrible, I'm never giving it a chance." And then they'll play it for a little bit, they'll still complain about it, and they'll say, "Oh, Halo 4 was better. Halo 4 gave us armor customization. Halo 4 had a level up system. Halo 4 didn't have loot boxes." You know, that sort of thing. And then people with Halo Infinite now, they're like, "Oh, you have to buy armor. Oh, you have to waste like thousands of dollars just to look cool. I remember back then I had to rely on luck instead of actually having to work my butt off just to get a helmet." Oh man, Anna, come on. But it is something I've complained about too. How they wanted to rely on microtransactions instead of what they used to do, which, I mean, still granted was very much microtransactions. But that's the thing about being a live service company. You're always doing bull crap like live service. And you have indie games like ENA Dream BBQ to rely on patrons, supporters, and people who are just interested in the project who will throw money at you. And it's not even just to throw money at you just to be nice, but, well, I mean, I think it is just to be nice, but I know some people throw money in because they are invested in this project. And me personally, I am very interested in this project. I want to see where this goes. I've been waiting on this game for like 4 years. And now, we are here once again. Like, I don't know whether to jump from here or like from here. I'm gonna try from here. And you see, that's what you don't do. You don't jump from there. You know, for you guys, you probably have like background music. I don't have music at all. You want to know what this sounds like to me? I'm gonna play it in like a couple seconds. This is what I'm hearing, dude. It's just dead silence. There's no music. And you'd expect there to be music because previously when I got here, there was music. And it was loaded in. And there were actually stuff happening. But now it's just me doing the same repetitive parkour over and over again, thinking that something new is gonna happen. Oh, dude, what if I just... Screw it. You see, you don't say screw it. You gotta have faith in the jump. I've been talking so much that I'm actually not tired. I'm like entertained somehow because I'm actually able to talk to someone who's possibly listening. You know? I haven't been looking at you because I'm trying to focus on the parkour, but I'm sorry, man. I know you're here. and I noticed you, dude. I'm sorry, but you know, I still got a job to do here, and it's called getting into that hole. Pause. What else can I talk about? Halo mods. I know I did a video on a Halo mod a while ago, the SPV3 weapon showcase, dude. That video blew up, dude. 70K views, I think. That video blew up because I was just bored one day, and I was like, I really love this game. This game has a big selection of guns. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a gun showcase because I usually like to do that stuff for fun. And what did it do? It caught the attention of 77K people. Imagine all those people in a room together. Imagine all those people in my room. Like, dude. My room's not that big. There's just 77K people up in here. That's a lot of people. It's gonna be like a bunch of sardines in a can. Also, I do want to point out, because if I go back here, which, yeah, right here, where does that building fall from? Is it that building? Touch the hourglass for good luck, I guess. Oh, that was almost it, too. Oh, man. You know, honestly, speaking of gravity, I don't know why I'm thinking of space right now, and I was talking about Halo, so definitely space. I'm really sorry to anyone who watched the Signalist playthrough, but I have noticed how, you know, terrible in quality that playthrough was. I'm very sorry. I tortured everyone with like hour-long episodes each. Even though, you know, the first episode of this was an hour. The first episode of, what is it? The bunker was an hour long because I gotta get into the swing of things. And it's usually very, very boring. But that's just how playthroughs are, man. And, you know, I'm very sorry that I'm maybe a boring person. But, you know, that's just me, dude. I'm sorry. I don't have the, you know, YouTuber charisma, I guess. I kind of just talk my head off and try and figure things Try and figure things off, yes. I try and figure things out without trying to, you know, think about humor. That's why my commentary is very, what is it? It's very loose. Pause? That's another thing I could talk about while I try to get up here once again. Okay, moment of silence, we're here again. Even though a moment of silence wouldn't really help, but moment of silence anyways. Wait, what if I jump from here? Oh, hell no, no, what am I doing? Get back up. Oh my god, no, I messed it up. Oh, yeah, I messed it up. Could I? No, crouch jumping does that. It's like ENA just ducks her head when she's crouch jumping. Like, think about when you crouch jump for a second. Do you duck your head or do you lift your legs? If I've known anything about CSGO, or, you know, jumping onto a box in real life, like, have you done that? It's like a box jump. You lift your legs. You don't duck your head. ENA, you freaking idiot. That's like saying I want you to do a dive into the water and you do a cannonball, thinking, oh yeah, you know, this is gonna work. This is a dive. No, ENA, that's not a dive. That is a cannonball. Oh my god, I keep hitting my head. Maybe, you know, maybe it's how I'm jumping. I jump late because I'm thinking of my whole edge mechanic. You know what I mean? To get more distance on the jump, like here. Boom, see that? You use the edge to get more distance on your jump. Which obviously doesn't make sense because I haven't been doing that a lot. But I mean, that's kind of what I was doing with the, the dude in the hallway, inside of the building, underground. I was using the bare edge of his shoulder blade to make the jump. But here's what we're gonna do instead. We're gonna jump early, and maybe I won't hit my head. So here's what I'm thinking. That's not it. Oh god, okay. Just, nope, that was too early. See, there's like a sweet spot to it. When I jump on that little tombstone, that would definitely be a late jump. Tombstone? What would you even call that? I mean, it looks like a tombstone. It's got an X on it. And plus, these look like coffins, so definitely tombstone. I will officially name this like the Yap episode or something, because what do? Get like a bunch of action-packed beginnings of like 3 minutes? 3 minutes? It's probably not even gonna be 3 minutes. I'm gonna, I don't know because I'm still playing the game, but I'm gonna guess like at least a good like 6 minutes of just me doing random bullcrap and, playing the game normally. And then we'll have the rest of the 40 minutes be dedicated to me talking for no reason and trying to do this parkour. Or how about, instead of naming it the Yap session, let's do like a get to know me better. Because you guys are going to be learning a lot of stuff about me. Maybe. That I played Halo. I'm a big Halo nerd. How I think about my view counts. What else can I point out? That I'm apparently a weirdo because I played Z-Girls and Goddess of Victory UK. But I'm not a weirdo though, because I'm not a gooner to that stuff. I just like, that's another thing I want to point out. Moment of silence. Wait. Man. But another thing I want to point out is this generation and their lingo is very stupid. I feel like I really sound like a boomer when I say this stuff, but it does make a lot of sense that our internet and social media has broken the brains of a lot of our generation, dude. Like, I'm saying this in a hypocritical standpoint because I know I'm not the best either. I definitely do have some stupid humor. I do say some stuff that don't make sense, like, oh yeah, I need to log in. But like, it's just newspeak lingo, if you know about the book 1984, where we use all of this newspeak because it just feels natural and everyone's using it. So, my leg just twitched, that's weird. So because everyone's using it, we gotta just like, and of course, no reaction. You have to do it with no reaction. See, like that. That's some lingo that has been used recently in social media. Light work, no reaction is what it was called. And that's another thing about our freaking generation. We kill memes so fast compared to back then, where memes die. Where memes never die, actually. Like the troll face. Has it evolved over the years into something more horrible? Yes. Will it still remain a troll face? Of course it will remain a troll face. But I digress. Our generation's memes die very quickly compared to what millennials were doing. Or like early Gen Z. And I don't even know, what do they call it? Gen Alpha now? Yeah, Gen Alpha is doomed. I'm gonna just say that they are being brought into a world where everyone is childizing everything while still keeping it in a very dark tone. Not like we had that before, which I'm not even gonna lie, we definitely did. We definitely did have stuff before. Don't you remember like Five Nights at Freddy's? I grew up with that. Definitely not for kids, but kids were into it. And like anything, kids would always get into something because of something called unrestricted internet access, which I feel like has definitely ruined me. Unrestricted internet access made me figure out that there are more games to life than Lego Star Wars 3. And what else did I used to play a lot? Disney Infinity. And Minecraft, of course. But there were a lot more games than that. Like the day my brother brought home a Halo 3 actually, with one of my cousins. I will always remember that day. I was a little kid back in like 2008, dude. I think I was like 2 years old or something. I was like living at my aunt's house and they were just playing Halo 3 in the living room, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I remember I specifically liked the elites because they just, I don't know, I really liked aliens. I thought it was just I was really into space. You know, I'm still into space. I really like space. But anyways, damn it. Idget. What the, I looked away for 1 second. What is this? I'm a little disturbed. What is this? Okay, please, for the love of God, tell me what these mean. Okay, well, now that I did that, oh, it's not gonna fall? Dude, I was going here thinking the freaking thing was gonna fall on me every time. Okay, well, anyways. What can I do now? Yeah, there was nothing over here, so I'm gonna just go in this ring then. Hold on, you gotta... Momentum! Oh, there you go. Easy. That was so easy. What the hell? Who was that? What is that? Hey! 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 Here, let's use the almighty field of view slider. Oh, it's a skeleton, blue skeleton, with a bird on his head. Is there a way in there? Hold on. There's another entrance over there. Hold that thought. Entrance. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? How do I get the roof to fall on me? Or how do I get the building to fall? No, wait, really, how do I get the building to fall on me? Yes, I request a ride back. I actually didn't think I would make that, dude. That's amazing. I was really just talking for like... Dude, I've been talking for like 2 hours, bro. That's crazy. Oh, thank God. Music fills my ears. Did this essentially reset what I've done? Okay. Oh man. Okay. The simplest jumps are always the hardest. Okay. There we go. This is all it took. So now you see my idea. So that's gonna fall on me, right? And here's what I'm gonna do. I can still get up to the top, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, there's nothing stopping me. So we obviously can't go back, which makes my job easier getting up here every time. Sorry kid, I'm not following you. I have a job to do, which may or may not still be as difficult. But knowing these holes, that freaking hole is not even going to lead to the same spot. Oh my goodness. Okay, there goes Anna, stretching. I wonder how many random animations there are like that. But there's obviously her blink, which is extremely rare. And then there's that, where she just stretches her arms out, which is also really rare, but I've gotten it like 4 times already. Alright. So now, I'm on top of here. How to reach? Oh man. No, this ain't good. Was this a bad idea? I mean, realistically, how would you even get there? Alright, here's what I was. Oops. Let me talk about my favorite Halo game, I guess. I made a presentation on that back in science in my first year of high school. So that was like, I was a freshman, yeah. But it was like an end of the year assignment. It was just whatever you're interested in, you can talk about it for as long as you needed. And it was like a 2-hour period, so I took as long as I needed to talk about Halo. And as long as I needed was like a solid, I'll say like 6 minutes. I didn't like spend the entire class, because I know people still wanted to share their interests. I wasn't gonna be like, hey, my interest is better than yours, and then like take up all the time in class. This is what I was talking about, by the way. This whole just leads to that, and so on and so forth. Yeah, on that presentation that I did obviously, I think I can go to it sometime, but from what I can remember, I like ranked every Halo game, where it was just like, I think my first option was actually Halo 5, because I was really engrossed in that game for a while. But anyways, I don't think that's possible. I feel like the only way to talk to him would be no clip. I don't even know if that'd be allowed in here. Is there a no clip? Like a playable no clip? I don't know if I should, but like, I could. Like, Joel G. I still don't know. I've always said your name is Joel G. But is it Joel G? Like Joel from the amazing series of games. I'm not gonna say amazing TV series, because the TV series is, let's be honest. Did you like the Last of Us TV series? Personally, I could not find myself watching the whole thing, because I feel like the games did a lot better storytelling, personally. But that's just up to my own opinion. And my own opinion was the games are better, and I don't really like the casting. But I'm not gonna go on and complain about casting, because we already know how casting goes for everything. You'll have a really bad looking actor. Well, not bad looking, but I'm sorry. I think you all know what I'm talking about now. The people obviously, you know, dumping on the, I already forgot her name, dude. how do I forget? I'm actually forgetting. What's the girl's name from The Last of Us? Shoot. Was it Ellie? Yeah, Ellie. Oh my god. Why? I actually had a brain fart again. But Ellie, people did not like her actor at all. Because, I don't know, people were complaining on how she looks. And personally, it didn't bother me. And I personally don't think she's that bad of an actor, but everything else about the series is kind of just, you know, it's not hitting at all. And like games trying to do TV, you know, interpretation, whatever. Oh man. Or at least live action interpretation, because there's obviously been interpretation on games that were animated. And I feel like this should be a hole right here, so I can just slide on in. But it's not. How would I realistically get in there? Let me in the hole. Oh, no. You're telling me I got in here and you're not gonna let me in? Well, while I'm here, let me just finish what I was talking about. Obviously, people didn't really like the acting and the way the Last of Us TV series was directed. And I can agree with that. I didn't really like it that much. But then again, it did have a lot of fans too, so I'm not complaining. Personally, I'm complaining in my opinion, but I'm not complaining in terms of everyone as a whole. Because there are people that like it and people that don't like it. I don't like it that much, but I will say it's cool that they're trying something out. And I always appreciate when people do that. It's always good to try things out, you know? And I appreciate that they actually had people on board with an idea to make a TV series about the all-wonderful game, The Last of Us. But what I cannot forgive is the fact that you would actually block off a completely accessible hole and not let me get into it. Just like my first girlfriend. TV series can be interpreted very well into types of, or I should say games can be interpreted into TV series pretty well. However, The Last of Us, in my opinion, was not, you know, I forgot what that cracking is. I think I'm cracking. Like that. Cracking addict. TV series, games, game TV series I should say, that's more common English. Yeah. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. And, you know, I was talking about Halo. Let's talk about the Halo TV series. That series has some really good choreography. I'll give them that. What? Oh my god. He's made of stars. You know, things that did go really good. Halo Legends anime adaptation of Halo. Not only was it very original, but boy, did it really feel like Halo. And each one had a different animation style, which I thought was really cool. Like the 1337 one. Like 1337 one compared to the Arbiter one. Both top tier in my opinion. But holy crap, you could definitely tell that they used some really interesting styles. Like you had some old school oil painting looking animation style, which I can't agree with someone's opinion that I heard one time, that it was a little hard to look at in some scenes. How like you couldn't really tell what was going on, but you can vaguely tell what's going on. The 1337 episode obviously takes some big inspiration with Dragon Ball because of the hard lines and the very flashy details and crap. And plus you have like basic humans throwing a whole tree at a brute. Like, I don't know about you, but I've never seen a basic human pick up a tree trunk and just freaking toss it at a brute. If anything, the basic humans in Halo would pick up a mauler and run up to a brute and blast him in the face twice and win. That is the best thing I've seen in Halo. And that was like on the mission, which one was it? The Flood? Was it the Flood? No, the Storm, my bad. When you have all those, all the workers, all the factory workers, and then they can fight back. Yeah, the best thing I see him do, I don't think it was a mauler, I think it was a spiker. He picks it up or he didn't pick it up, but I swapped with him because bro was carrying, like, he was carrying a shotgun, dude. And that is the first time I've ever seen that happen on the Storm. Like, why is a basic, like, factory worker picking up a shotgun from the floor? I don't know where you were keeping that in the workspace, but hey, dude, that was like, that's pretty good, bro. Against a brute too, I needed that more than he did, because there's a chieftain in that mission, plus there's 2 hunters that come out through the door. But anyways, he picks up that, or we swap. He has a spiker now, and he goes up to a brute and he just starts beaming him with the freaking spikes. Another good, I know it's not a game series, but Star Wars, you know, has had a lot of interpretation with all their type of stuff. You have comics, you have manga, you have, I don't know, toys, games, movies, TV series. They actually did do like an anime series one time, 2 times actually. Star Wars Legends, I think they called it. Legends? No, that's what it used to be called. Like, Star Wars Legends was the expanded universe, or it's called the expanded universe now. Is it called Star Wars Legends? I think it is. Yeah, very original, very charming, I'll give it that. And of course, more world building for Star Wars that isn't, you know, garbage. I don't want to make fun of the sequels, but I'm making fun of the sequels. They're kind of garbage. But I will give the sequels props for doing original stuff again, but oh, sorry, my itches. Alright guys, I'm gonna end it here. It has been a long time, but that has been ENA Dream BBQ Chapter 1. There better be a new chapter out soon, because I really love this game. I hope you all enjoyed. I really enjoyed it. Joel G, please fix the jumping. I'm kidding. It makes the game very fun. I'm not gonna lie, because it does add some skill, a little bit, just a little bit of skill. Joel G, if you see this, keep up the good work, man. You're making up some peak designs right here. Just, I want to go to the extinction party. I want to go to the extinction party, bro. I want to. I want more. I want more in the game. When I get $10, Joel G, I will install your DLC, because I'm very interested. I barely saw this, like, when I was looking online. Oh shoot! Wait, that's the room that I was in. Okay, well. No, wait. Behind the scenes developer notes? Okay, you know what? I'm down with that, bro. this should not have been free. If I'm being honest, this should have been $9.99 and the DLC was free. But I do appreciate that though. You make the game free and the DLC, I see it. I see the capitalism in your brain. I really hope you all enjoyed. I'm gonna go to the extinction party. I'm not gonna go to the extinction party. Alright guys, so I've already said it like 3 times, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You guys don't know how much you mean to me. Again, you're always the motivation. Leave ideas down in the comments. Drop your favorite part. I don't know, say something random in the comments. Just come on, man. I'm here for you guys. Please just talk to me. No scary movie. Alright, but that is it. And I am just gonna talk to this guy, but I'm gonna call it here, bro.